Interesting to see the defamation case that Trump has won as well. What is he being awarded? $15 million? By whom? And what did they say?
This is probably more rare than drone sightings over New Jersey.
Right.
Here's why. Under our law, with our First Amendment for the last 100-odd years, it's been nearly impossible for someone in the public eye to sue for defamation. If you're an elected official, if you're on television for sports or work or whatever, the burden for you suing someone for defamation is nearly impossible to meet. It very rarely happens. Donald Trump just pulled it off in this fashion. He sued our ABC television network, not yours, but ours, for defamation when one of their hosts said that he was convicted, civilly found liable for rape, which he wasn't. He was found civilly liable for sexual assault. And Trump sued the network and the news reporter for that, and they paid him today as a settlement. They did not admit to any wrongdoing, but they paid him $15 million in a charitable donation to his choice. Also paid $1 million worth of his legal fees. So this is an unheard of recovery in this business. It has shook is shaking the media industry here, because politicians never, ever get any money from any media networks for any type of defamation.
Wow, that is just extraordinary, unprecedented once again.
Careful what you say, Laura. Careful what you say.
Exactly. Before we let you go, let's look forward to 2028. Is Kamala Harris going to be there?
A lot of discussion this week. Of course, we're wrapping up here in Washington, D.C. I'm here tonight. They'll wrap up over the weekend, and everyone will leave probably on Thursday of this week, so we won't see very much of each other. And all the politicians are wondering what's next for Kamala Harris, and there was a good deal of press about that this weekend. She is contemplating a run for president in 2028. If she were not to run, that would be the normal thing. Typically in this country, if you lose, you don't run again. And Donald Trump, of course, is different in so many ways, and he's different in that way. But, Mitt Romney lost and didn't run again. Hillary Clinton lost and didn't run again. Al Gore lost and didn't run again. Typically, once you lose a national election, you get out of the way for the next people. And the discussion right now as to whether or not her race this time really counted as a real race because of the circumstances under which she ran it. But the bottom line here right now is that she's not the most popular person in the Democrat Party. There's a lot of big names eyeing that top of the ticket in 2028. The governor of California, the governor of Illinois, a bunch of senators, as you can imagine. So my guess is that while Kamala Harris probably wants to have a future in politics, by the next time you and I chat, she'll be in her last couple of weeks on the national scene.
Wow. Okay. 2028, it'll roll around pretty quickly, won't it?
It's all going to be simple and normal and plain and boring next year, right, Laura?
Yeah, the next 4 years, sure. Wishful thinking, Mick Mulvaney. That is perhaps a Christmas miracle that ain't going to come true, but it's been a pleasure to talk to you. It has been a pleasure all year, and we'll see you next year.
Thanks, Laura. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.